I thought it was a freaking miracle when Permafrost Raider and Icebound Midas showed up in Target stores earlier this year, and they were Target exclusives. I was like, wait a second, we're missing somebody. Here we have Ice Crystal, the final of the trio of the Black Ice Legend series. This figure came out not too long ago as a Target exclusive, and I'm kind of curious why it took this figure so long. Let's get her out of the box, take a look at the figure, and talk about why it took so long for this figure to release. I did real quick want to talk about the cross sale on the back. This is showing Chaos Agent, Manic, Meowscles, and Fishstick, with Fishstick being the only figure we've seen pop up in a store. Let's keep going. So here's Crystal out of the box. She comes with 2 accessory, the harvesting tool Ice Carver, and the back bling Glacial Backplate. So this is a bit translucent. If I pull this off and hold that up, you can see how it changed color. Sorry, Crystal, that I left you laying there. But you can see it kind of changed to a bluish purple color. We'll go ahead and put that back on. The harvesting tool pickaxe is also mostly translucent in these kind of bluish and purpley colors, and so is she, kind of. There's parts like around the shoulders, and just random different parts of her are translucent, and I really like how they have decoed this figure. I think it's pretty cool. Now, what's fascinating about this figure is I have only ever seen 2 of these figures. This one and another one that I have picked up for a friend that will be receiving his very soon. And that's it. While I've seen a lot of Permafrost Raiders and I have seen a lot of Icebound Midas figures, I've only found 2 of these. How many have you found in your stores, or have you found any? One person left a comment a while back saying that all of these figures were at his store, or at their store, and they were on clearance, which is just mind-boggling to me, because this one is like the rarest of the Black Ice series figures, or so it seems. We get tons of Midas, get tons of Raider, but we only get a few of these, unless somebody's out there finding them and picking them up. I just find it so very strange that on a restock of Black Ice, we get so few. So for your information, the Black Ice series in-game cost about 2,500 V-Bucks, and you got all of these. Actually, let me set these down. You got all of these 3 skins, the 3 pickaxes, and the 3 back blings. And are they going to fall over? They are going to fall over. But you get all this stuff. 2,500 V-Bucks in-game, I think, is pretty good for 9 items. Actually, it's 10 items. You get a glider as well, but they didn't release a glider, and they probably won't. So Ice Crystal, she's cool. Do you know why she's cool? This is the very first version of a crystal figure that we have gotten from Jazwares, and I think that's pretty sweet, because I think we can get at least one more with this mold. We can get regular Crystal, and Summer Crystal, I think they would have to make some modifications because she's wearing shorts. I think it'd be the same head. Might be some of the same stuff up there. But that would be pretty cool if we could also get an ice, not an ice, but a Summer Crystal as well as a regular Crystal. Come on, we need Crystal. Can I keep saying that? So she's really cool. I like her. Her head spins all the way around like that. Her ponytails, you might think, are a bit fragile, but they're not. They're actually pretty tight, and it might have to do with the plastic that they've molded it in. If you take it and try to rip it off, you probably can do that, but just in regular posing and plain, you're probably not going to damage those pigtails there. Her arms can rotate all around, way around at the shoulders, and she can lift her arms up crazy good. That crazy good. She can rotate and hinge at the elbow. Goes up about that far. She has a rotation and a hinge at the wrist, and let's see, left to right on the left one and left to right on the right one. So they go that way. She's got a good torso, not contorso, but good torso, I think. Well, she can lean back and lean forward. Maybe it's not as good as I thought. There's a rotation at the waist. It seems to work pretty good. If you want to do the splits, that's about where she's stunted at right there. She's got some hindrance. If you want her to sit down like that, well, you can go about that far. Thigh rotation, double pin knee. That brings up her knee about that far. And finally, a rotation, a pivot. Actually, it's just a pivot and a hinge at the ankle. And how well does she go? If you want to stand her back, I'd say that's about fair about how far she can go. And leaning forward, this is probably how far I safely feel like putting her forward. So it's a nice figure. I like this figure a lot. I think she's pretty cool, and I'm just confused at why she seems to be so rare. This is a nice figure. Now, Crystal may not be everyone's cup of tea. She's more of a standard. You could probably, the deco is not as militaristic. For some of you who like the more military style figures, you could probably repaint her and she'll look pretty cool. She is a nice addition to the line of Jazwares Fortnite action figures. If you haven't already, check out my review of the other Black Ice Legends figures. Click down here. Thank you for watching. See you next time.